So now, let us start with the addition and subtraction of polynomials. We say that to add or subtract a polynomial, always add or subtract the like terms, that is, the terms having the same variable and power. So we're given a question that says, given that P1 of s is equal to 7s cubed minus 4s squared plus 3s plus 4. And also, we have that P2 of x is equal to 5x squared plus 6x plus 1. And P3 of x is equal to 4s cubed plus 2x minus 3. So we are asked to find P1 of x plus P2 of x, and also P2 of x plus P3 of x. So let's dive into the solution. So the first one we're given is P1 of x plus P2 of x. So P1 of x is given as 7s cubed minus 4s squared plus 3x plus 4. All will be enclosed in a bracket, plus P2 of x is 5s squared plus 6x plus 1. Also, everything will be enclosed in a bracket. So if we add like terms, we have it that the expression becomes 7s cubed minus 4s squared. Now also we have 5x squared here, so this becomes plus 5s squared. We have again plus 3x plus 6x plus 4 plus 1. Now, if we simplify, we have that this is 7s cubed minus 4s squared plus 5s squared is plus s squared plus 3s plus 6s is plus 9x. 4 plus 1 is 5. So if we add P1 of x and P2 of x, we have 7s cubed plus x squared plus 9s plus 5. Now let's take up the second question. We are given that we should add P2 of x and P3 of x. Now P2 of x is equal to 5s squared plus 6x plus 1, all enclosed in a bracket, and P3 of x is given as 4s cubed plus 2x minus 3. So at this point, we add like terms, so this becomes 5x squared plus 4s cubed plus 6x plus 2x plus 1 minus 3. So we have it that this is 4x cubed plus 5x squared. Now 6x plus 2x is plus 8x plus 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So we have been able to add P2 of x and P3 of x. Now let's move to the subtraction of polynomials. So at this point, we are given that P1 of x is equal to 3s cubed minus 4x squared plus 2x plus 3. And also P2 of x is equal to s cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x plus 3. We are asked to subtract P2 of x from P1 of x. So we have that P1 of x minus P2 of x will be given us 3x cubed minus 4x squared plus 2x plus 3, all enclosed in a bracket, minus x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x plus 3. Also, everything enclosed in a bracket. Now, the next thing we do is to multiply the second bracket by the negative sign. So, this becomes 3x cubed minus 4x squared plus 2x plus 3. So now, if minus multiply s cubed, it will be negative s cubed. Also, if minus multiply 2s squared, it will be negative 2s squared. If minus multiply minus 4x, it will be positive 4x. And this becomes negative 3. So the expression becomes 3x cubed minus s cubed and minus 4s squared minus 2s squared plus 2x plus 4x plus 3 and minus 3. Now, first of all, these two will cancel out. So 3s cubed minus s cubed is giving us 2s cubed. And also, minus 4s squared minus 2s squared is equal to minus 6s squared. And then lastly, we have it that 2x plus 4x is equal to 6x. And here we have 0, so we cannot add the 0. So therefore, we have been able to subtract P2 of x from P1 of x. Now, let us dive into multiplication of polynomials. So now, let's discuss multiplication of polynomial. Now, when two polynomials or more are multiplied, the result is always a polynomial of a higher degree. So, for example, if I have x cubed multiplied by s squared, this from our loss of indices will be equal to x raised to the power of 3 plus 2, and this is equal to s raised to the power of 5. So you see that when we multiply two or more polynomials, we always have a higher degree polynomial. So let us apply that knowledge in our question. So we are given that P of s is equal to 2x squared plus 5x plus 6, and Q of s is equal to 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. So we are asked to find P of x multiplied by Q of x. So the question given to us is that we should find the product of P of x and Q of x. So this will be equal to 2s squared plus 5x plus 6, all enclosed in a bracket, multiply by 3x squared minus 2x plus 1, everything enclosed in a bracket. Now, for us to carry out the multiplication, we multiply the first term here by this expression, and also multiply the second term in this bracket by this expression, and then multiply the third term in this bracket by this expression. So this now becomes 3s squared multiplied by 2s squared plus 5x plus 6, close the bracket. We have it that minus 2s, open the bracket, 2s squared plus 5x plus 6. Also, lastly, we have that plus 1, open the bracket, 2s squared plus 5x plus 6. That will close up the bracket. Now, if we open the bracket, so we have that 3s squared multiplied by 2x squared is equal to 6s to the power of 4. Again, 3x squared multiplied by 5x is plus 15x cubed. Also, 3x squared multiplied by 6 is giving us plus 18s squared. Now also, minus 2x multiplied by 2x squared is giving us minus 4s cubed. Minus 2s multiplied by 5x is minus 10s squared. Minus 2s multiplied by 6 is minus 12x. Plus 1 times 2x squared is 2x squared. 1 times 5x is 5x. And 1 times 6 is 6. So now looking at the equation, we can now be able to add or subtract like terms. So this becomes 6x raised to the power of 4. Now we have s raised to the power of 3 here, and also we have x raised to the power of 3 here. So this becomes plus 15x cubed minus 4s cubed. Also, we have x squared here, and here also we have x squared. At this point also we have s squared. So this becomes plus 18x squared minus 10x squared plus 2s squared. Again, looking at the expression, we have negative 12x at this point, and here we have plus 5x. So this becomes minus 12x plus 5x. Now, since we have only one constant here, which is 6, so we'll say plus 6. So further simplification, we have that this is 6s to the power of 4. Now, 15s cubed minus 4s cubed is giving us plus 11s cubed. Now, 18x squared minus 10x squared is giving us 8x squared. 8x squared plus 2s squared is giving us plus 10s squared. Minus 12x plus 5x is giving us minus 7x plus 6. Now we said that when we multiply two or more polynomials, we have a higher order polynomial. Now looking at our polynomial, we have that the highest power there is 2, but the result of our multiplication gave us the highest power of 4. Now let's take up the second question. So the question says that P1 of x is equal to 4s cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 1, and P2 of s is equal to 3s squared minus 4. We are asked to find the product of P1 of x and P2 of x. We have P1 of x multiply by P2 of x. So this will be equal to 4x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 1, all enclosed in a bracket, multiply by 3s squared minus 4, also enclosed in a bracket. So at this point, we have it that the expression becomes 3x squared, open up a bracket, multiply by 4s cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. Also, we have it that minus 4 multiplied by 4s cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. Now at this point, let us expand the bracket. As usual, 3s squared will multiply 4s cubed. 3x squared will multiply 2x squared. 3x squared will multiply 3x, and lastly 3x squared will multiply negative 1. So this becomes 3x squared times 4x squared is 12x to the power of 5. 3x squared multiplied by minus 2x squared, this is minus 6x to the power of 4. And 3x squared multiplied by 3x, this is plus 9x cubed. And 3x squared multiplied by minus 1 is minus 3x squared. Also at this point, minus 4 times 4x cubed is minus 16x cubed. Minus 4 times minus 2x squared is giving us plus 8s squared. Minus 4 multiplied by 3s, this is giving us minus 12x and plus 4, because minus 4 times minus 1 is 4. Now, if we simplify further, at this point we have x to the power 3. Also here we have x to the power 3. So at this point we have x to the power 2, and also we have x to the power of 2. So if we simplify, this becomes 12x to the power of 5 minus 6x to the power of 4 plus 9x cubed minus 16x cubed minus 3x squared plus 8x squared minus 12x plus 4. Now, we don't have any value to add or subtract to 12s to the power of 5 and 6s to the power of 4. So we bring them down. So this will be 12x to the power of 5 minus 6x to the power of 4. Now, 9s cubed minus 16s cubed is equal to minus 7s cubed minus 3s squared plus 8s squared. This is giving us plus 5x squared minus 12x plus 4. So at this moment, if you know you found the video helpful, please do not forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel.